Shanika Horn. Hi Shanika, how are you?
Fine.
My name is Shannon Melton. I'll be your worker today.
Okay.
All right, so you can have a seat. So is it cold enough for you outside?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So right now, as you know, you are at the Department of Social Services. So what I am going to talk to you about right now is your confidentiality rights. So pretty much everything that you tell me will be locked in a file cabinet. No one will be able to call me and get information about you unless you give me your consent to do so. Everything, like I said, will be confidential except for if you ever disclose to me that you have intentions on harming yourself or harming someone else, such as a baby or an elderly person. Um, you do have rights as a client. Your rights is to obviously know any and everything that's going on with your case. We haven't gotten to what you're here for yet, but once we figure that out, then you have all access to that information. So I just need you to sign here to say that you understand everything that I just said. And then put your phone number. Okay, Miss Horn. So tell me what brings you here today.
Food stamps.
You need assistance with applying for food stamps.
Yep.
Okay. If you don't mind, I'll be taking a few notes just to make sure that I have everything that I need in regards to your information. So, how many children do you have in the home?
One.
And how old is he or she?
10.
Boy or girl?
Boy.
Okay, so it's just you and your son?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so right now, are you without? Are you all without food completely? Is this an emergency need, or is just something that? Just how about you tell me a little bit about your situation?
Well, I was like receiving like $15 worth, and I wasn't accepting that because due to the fact that I do have a child, and that's not enough for me or him.
Okay, so are you here to try to get more?
Yes.
Okay. So let me ask you, what have you been doing up until now with the $15 a month?
Well, I have to budget that out I um until I get a little more, because
Okay.
it's just not benefiting me.
Okay. Now, in regards to budgeting, do you have any other outside resources that you usually go to when you need assistance with food?
I use pocket money. I use money just so to get by with.
Okay. So the pocket money that you're using now, is that money that you would typically use on bills?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so do you not have any natural supports such as family members, a significant other, or anybody like that that you can call to help you when you're in a tough spot?
Yes,
Okay, and who would that be?
that will be my sister.
Is that it?
Um, yes.
Okay, so I can imagine that your sister being able to help you out is very beneficial when she can.
Yes.
Is she pretty reliable?
Yep. Very reliable.
Okay. So, I have here that you are here because you are receiving $15 per month in food stamp benefits, and that's typically not enough to supply you and your son with the adequate needs of, well, I guess the basic necessities of groceries and things like that.
Yes.
So is anybody in the household taking medication or needs assist, like, do you have to spend money on medicine or anything like that besides paying bills?
Yes.
So you have out-of-pocket expenses for medications as well. Okay. So I'm reading over everything you told me. You only get $15 a month. You have a 10-year-old child in the home, and that you are using pretty much your bill money or monies that you would use to pay bills to supply yourself with food, which leaves you short on bills, right? So what types of bills, if you don't mind me asking, are you relatively coming short on because you have to spend the money for food?
Probably like my cable bill, something like that. I have to sacrifice.
Okay. So what about utilities?
Um, well, light bill maybe.
Okay, sometimes a light bill. Do you pay anything else such as rent?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And how much typically do you pay for rent?
$638.
Okay. And how about transportation?
Well, sometimes I can't choose. Oh, either walk. I walk. I walk. You say I walk.
Okay. So you walk, you don't catch the buses?
Nope.
Okay. So you walk. Okay. And then you have your light bill that sometimes is what's the word I'm looking for? Affected by the $15 a month in food stamps. So then you have out of pocket costs for medication. Okay, so what I'm hearing is that typically in a typical month you only receive $15 a month in food stamps, and you are paying $638 a month in rent. You have out of pocket expenses for some medications. Transportation isn't an issue because you are able to walk everywhere you go. What type of income do you have?
I have SSI and Social Security.
Okay. So you're on a fixed income.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what I'll do is I will look over your case, and hopefully we'll be able to rectify this situation, because I can just imagine how hard it is to try to keep yourself fed and keep your son fed on $15 a month on a fixed income. I'm not really sure why the number or the amount for the benefits is so low, but what I will do is I will look into your case and try to get a better understanding in regards to what's going on with it. But for right now, what I will do is I will leave you with my information, and I also have some resources here for you for food banks. Being that you walk, however, you may need transportation to one of those facilities, but this is just until we can get your situation resolved. And I heard you say that you had some out-of-pocket expenses for medical care, and that sometimes, you may have to take money from your light bill to feed you and your son. So I will also supply you with resources to agencies that help with utility payments, and also there's the crisis control ministries who helps with medications and things like that. So if you have any further questions after our meeting, please feel free to call me. I'm going to write my contact information on here. And again, my name is Shannon Melton, and I will more than likely not be assigned to your case, but I'll still be able to answer some questions for you about your case or get you to the right person who is assigned to your case. But for now, you can take this information, and hopefully it will be of some use to you.
Okay.
And like I said, if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to call us.
I won't.
Thank you so much for coming by. Have a great day.
You too.